8606 JFK to Madrid. I woke disorientated, sobbing, and remained confused for long enough to ask myself, where am I? Am I still dreaming? I'm on a plane, rows of sleeping people. It's night. Enforced plane night time, window shutters closed, lights off. A few travellers have their spotlights on, most were asleep. The man in the seat next to me had long legs, stretched out into the aisle and crossed at the ankles, just his socks on. A locker room smell hung in the air. I crinkled my nostrils at the stale whiff, but was glad of the realness of it. I'd taken the red-eye from JFK. I forced my memory to recall the flight number. This digging into my brain helped orientate me. I touched the screen on the back of the seat in front of me. According to the digital flight path, we were over the Atlantic. 5 hours and 15 minutes until we landed in Madrid. Then I'll just be a 1 hour and 25-minute flight away from him. Every time I closed my eyes, a doomed atmosphere of premonition hung in the sleepy cabin air, along with the smell of stale socks and a nagging knowing that it would not work with Miguel. What did I dream? A wave and a voice. Something about being conscious. I switched on my spotlight, took out my mobile and wrote the dream in notes. As I wrote, the dream revealed itself. I'd been in the Cala at Daya. A storm blew up as I stood there looking out to sea, the sirocco wailing through my hair and past my ears. And after that, a wave pulled me down to the seabed. And after that, like an ancient offering from the sea, I was washed up on the shore of a lake in Switzerland. A man stood peering over his wire-framed spectacles at me. It was Carl Jung. What was the famous psychologist doing in my dream? He said something to me, which I repeated again and again like it was essential to my survival. And Jung's words? I knew they were very, very important. My head hurt from trying to remember. What did Carl Jung say to me? Another snatch of the dream emerged. I tapped a little more into my mobile. The shore of the Swiss lake lapped against the cellar door at Villa Rosa. I went round to the front of the house and walked into the lobby and up the wooden staircase towards the bedroom. There was an antique golf bag on the bend in the stairs. Had the golf clubs caused my tears? Had Miguel been in the dream? As I sat in my seat, taking shallow breaths, a cacophony of emotion overwhelmed me. Betrayal, loss, confusion, and deep disappointment. Then I remembered. Jung's words echoed in my mind. Make the unconscious conscious. A knowing deep in my gut told me those words were essential to my survival. I repeated them like a mantra as I typed into my phone, make the unconscious conscious. Make the unconscious conscious. Make the unconscious conscious. Writing my dream in my mobile was my first step towards understanding the ocean of myself that existed beyond the shore of my conscious life. That was the action that started the long journey to wake me up. How strange that dreams are gateways to becoming conscious.